my not so organized vegetable gardens. This was an experiment. I tried to grow some garlic. I put the garlic buds on a plastic water bottle and then I let it grow, and then I transplanted this. Obviously it is there, but probably it's the wrong season. I think I was meant to put this by the end of autumn so that they get some time during the winter to grow. But anyway, let me watch. I'll post to you. And this is our blueberries. This is mostly Nicias blueberries. If you look at it, you can see the beautiful blueberries there. And this was a late bloomer. It took a while for the blueberries to come. We hope that it will come this time. And this is a blueberry plant which almost died. Somehow it survived and we watered and it's coming out okay now. And then obviously this is Old Nicias garden with beautiful roses, and the roses are almost going off. And now this is my very unorganized zucchini plants, and also there are some tomato sitting behind. You may be interested to know that these are the tomatoes grown when I removed the suckers from the other tomato plants. I planted them on a small potting mix and they grew up. And these are the strawberries I brought from our little farm in Landsfield, and they survived. One is coming good, and the other two they're okay. I mean, they were struggling. This almost burned, but then obviously they are coming good. So I will show you the rest of the plants. Some of them are planted in the shade, probably not the right thing to do, but not much space around. And this is another little tomato plant, and it has got this little tomatoes coming. These are all from suckers. I haven't bought any tomato seedlings this year. And this is also my little patch of garlic, and this is another lonely tomato plant. If you look at it, there is one tomato getting ripened, and this is also a tomato plant, came from the suckers. And this another experiment I tried which didn't work. So these are the tomato plants I have planted on pots. This year I didn't plant any tomato plants on the ground. I mainly planted them on the pot so that I can move them around, and this has come good. So if you look at it, it's a tall, almost 1.5 meters tall now, and they have come good. And this year somehow in Melbourne the plants picked up, but it's no ripening. And these are my zucchinis. So if you look at it, there are flowers and some zucchinis are coming. And this is the next one. There are few zucchinis coming up. Hopefully it will pick up. I mean, last year also I had planted lots of zucchini buds, came out but didn't mature. And these are my cucumbers. If you look at it, I created a little lattice for them to grow. And these are the next one. And there is a cucumber, I believe, somewhere hiding. Oh, there, that's one. You may need a microscope to find that out. So there's one there, and there's one here. So hopefully this will have a bit more zucchini because they're in a kind of bright spot. And then if you look at this side, this is my kind of tomato forest. Loads of tomatoes, plants at different places, at different stages of growth, and they are coming good. I also planted 2 eggplants. If you look at it, very interesting, because lots of leaves and hardly any fruit or any buds of any fruit. So I'm a bit worried. These are the little chili plant Amma gave, so we planted it, and these were all planted from the seeds. So if you look at it, all the tomatoes here are actually grown from one ripened tomato which I sliced, and I grew them in potting mix, created my own seedling, and these are the rest of the tomatoes. So there's a lot of tomato this time, but the interesting part, all these tomatoes were grown from a store-bought ripe tomato that I bought. I sliced them, put them on a mixture of seed raising mixture, and then they took their own time and grew. So this is my little backyard vegetable patch. All the plants are grown in pots. This year I decided not to plant anything on my vegetable patch because it becomes so messy, difficult to move around. So you can try. And the moral of the story is, this year I haven't bought any plants other than my eggplant, and that is not fruiting, and the rest is zucchini. I bought the seedlings. Otherwise everything is grown from suckers or from seedlings that I grew. Hope you enjoy. Put your comments.